Tennis of 315, Deaderick Street, Cushman and Wakefield, KBS, friends of all. What is happening? The Pool Boys are back for your championship video. The tournament is officially over. Let's jump into the Final Four action before we hit the highlights of your pool.
Diarra, swing it, Castle, can't hit the three. Offensive rebound, put that, it goes. Now open look, Lawyer, and Rathfield there. Encore a nation. The Huskies make history. Back-to-back national champions.
The clock struck midnight for both Cinderella teams in the Final Four as NC State went down to Purdue and Alabama lost to UConn in some epic Final Four matchups. And that set the stage for a giant of a matchup. I mean, actual giant. 7'4" Zach Edey for Purdue versus 7'2" Donovan Clingan for UConn. What a game it was. UConn proved to be unstoppable, and they cut down the nets. Back-to-back champions.
Back-to-back repeats. And we would be remiss if we did not also mention the women's Final Four, because that was spectacular in its own right. You had Iowa, you had UConn, you had South Carolina and NC State. Crazy enough, 2 repeat of the men's Final Four with NC State and UConn. Crazy to see that. Some of the best ratings we've seen in years. Caitlin Clark, the GOAT of her time, but too much South Carolina action, so the Gamecocks take the championship on the women's side. Great Final Four, awesome to see. Some of the best viewership in history. All right, there was some wild stuff going on, but now let's turn our focus to what's going on with your bracket challenge, because that's what's most important. So NCAA tournament is 3 weeks of madness. They call it that for a reason. And your bracket pool was no different. Lots of ups, lots of downs, and a champion will be crowned. So before we head into your top 3 and last leaderboard, we need to take a look back at some of the brackets we lost along the way.
Dalton football. Tina. She was a top 3 finisher in your college football pool. Couldn't get it done in basketball. She had Houston as her champion. They lost in the Sweet 16. Yikes. Sorry, Tina. Gone, but not forgotten.
Not forgotten. Rebel 41, Ryan Evil. You know, if you don't get any Elite 8 correct, you're not going to go very far. In fact, you'll go with a Rebel Yell because you didn't get them. You had Kentucky as your champion out on the first day. Not going to do much for you. See you later.
If you don't get any Elite 8, I think you can't get any Final Four or champion.
None of those.
Caitlin Clark wannabe. Just had to mention it again. We're all in that camp. We all want to be.
Go.
Took Tennessee to win it all. Bit of a homer pick. Didn't get it done for you. He did have NC State in the Final Four. That was a great pick, but couldn't get into the championship. Gone too soon.
If you want to be Caitlin Clark, you got to hit some shots. Your bracket didn't do too much of that.
Truth.
Okay, let's get that sad mojo out of the way, but we did have to remember our fallen comrade brackets. But now it is time to celebrate our top 3 finishes. That's right. As we said, it is so chaotic and so madness-inducing that to finish in the top 3 is a spectacular feat. So, starting us off in 3rd place, making that podium, you got to give it up to Phil P. That's right, Phil Picazio of Cushman and Wakefield. He had 138 points, had UConn over Purdue in the championship game, which is going to get you a lot more points. And then some of your best picks, you had NC State in the Sweet 16, and you had Illinois in the Elite 8. That's going to get it done for you to make it to 3rd. So congratulations, Phil Picazio of Cushman and Wakefield.
Let's go, Phil. All right, coming in at 2nd place. It's the dry guy at Serve Pro, Jason Wicks. Keeping things dry, 140 points. He had UConn over Purdue as well. Had NC State going to the Sweet 16. That was a good run there. Had Duke in the Elite 8. Also helped his bracket. This guy just got it done when it mattered most, the championship game. And he comes in 2nd place. Great job, Jason.
Not to be confused with Shy Guy of Mario 2 lore, right? Everyone remembers Super Mario 2.
Pretty much the same, yeah.
Great entry into the Mario series. All right, so we have our 2nd and 3rd place finishers, but there can only be one to reign supreme in all of 315 Deaderick Street. So it is about that time to unveil our champion. He will be hoisting up that championship trophy. Who it is none other than Chicken Hawk 4 Vols, one Spencer Hassler of Spencer M. Hassler, attorney at law. He had 141 points, UConn over Purdue, and I can't believe this. This what's vaulted him to the championship. He had a perfect Midwest region. That is unheard of. All green in the Midwest. Purdue, Tennessee making it to the Elite Eight, and of course Purdue into the Final Four and championship game. So Spencer, congratulations. I actually talked to Spencer on the phone. We filled out his bracket together. I was just clicking the buttons, didn't make any picks myself. So Spencer, congratulations, a huge effort, well done, and you can officially say you're the champion of 315 Deaderick Street. Get it!
Fun fact, I also talked to Spencer in person when I was in your lobby signing people up for this bracket challenge. He came rolling through looking all dapper in his suit and Tennessee tie. Get in here, dude. You look fancy. And he's like, all right, I think I'm going to win that thing. And he did.
And he did.
Get it, Spencer. All right, so here's the final look at your final top 10 leaderboard. Spencer Hassler, attorney at law, Chicken Hawks, 4 Vols in first place. The Dry Guy Serve Pro in second place, and Phil P in third. Michael Joe, your college football champion, finished in 4th place in this bracket. UConn vaulted him all the way up there. C. Clark of UBS finished in 5th. Charles Kennedy of UBS finished in 6th. Christie of DCS in 7th. Braden Odom, DIDD, in 8th. Brian, TEIS, in 9th. And Debro of UBS in 10th place. That rounds out your top 10. They all had Connecticut as their champion. Great job to all of you.
That is a great final top 10. And just to get up there is a spectacular, great event. So good job for you. All right, so 315 Deaderick Street, we have to give out a special thanks because without this one person, this bracket would not have even happened. And all the fun that we had, dunzo, not a thing. So we got to give it up to Donna Wheeler. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. You believed in us. You wanted to put on a great event for your tenants. And my gosh, I hope we can say that we delivered. We had so much fun working with you guys, filling out all the brackets, checking out all these picks, and coming up with the fun awards. And again, it wouldn't have been done without the help of Donna and getting this thing all sorted out for you guys. So Donna, one more time, thank you so much from the Pool Boys' hearts. 315 Deaderick Street, hosted by Cushman Wakefield. That's it. March Madness is officially over. We had so much fun with you guys. We cannot wait until next year. So, for one final time, the Pool Boys are out.
One shining moment, it's all on the line. One shining